Hello. Let's answer your political questions that you left on my post on my page. Hi, I'm Sybil Harmony. I'm a psychic medium master healer, author, and non-denominational minister. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer some of your questions. I'm pre-recording this on Thursday because I'm observing silence this weekend. Everybody needs to have some time off and some quiet, whether it's 5 minutes in the bathroom, a day, a weekend. Observing silence is a way to really deal with the energy that's going on here. And it's just on Earth and politically. This energy is really, if you've been feeling tired or anxious, we're chronically being, emotionally and spiritually abused, if not worse, if you're an immigrant. Your life may be threatened. So, and your well-being, you may be, having financial abuse from whatever is going on. Yeah, so this can affect your energy, your sleep, your general health, your relationships, and we don't want it to do that. It's also what we're going through on the planet now is a big shift in energy. So this can cause ringing in the ears, digestive issues. You may be feeling like swelling in the body. You may be feeling like it's time to change your diet, especially if you can't get in to see a doctor. Like you can't really mess around in this energy, maybe eating too much sugar or junk food, not exercising, not getting enough rest, not forgetting to breathe, do breathing exercises, all these things, and really tuning into your higher self or your spirit guides, your intuition, so that you're aware and you're entering this new energy in a more conscious state. So it's like the earth is shifting, the environment is changing, everything is changing as we go through this ending of the old paradigm and moving into the new paradigm, which is a good thing. It can be a really fun and exciting time, but it's also a time of uncertainty. So it really causes us to come inside, come into your family, your community, your home, to your aura, yourself, and be the calmness, the peace within yourself, because you can't control what's going on in the outside world. You can affect it by taking action, doing prayer, sending good intention. So there you can affect it, but you can't control it. And this change and shift is actually a good thing because all these things, wars, the Epstein files, corruption, and in governments and in politics have been happening for a long time. It's just now that we're seeing it and it's getting thrown in our face and it's getting ramped up. The dark and the shadows are getting very big because they know it's about to end. It's like it's always darkest before the dawn, because this can't continue. This is not going to continue. The American people are not going to have this, and we're seeing that. So I read in my video on Wednesday, that was the 27th video, more states are going to be turning blue. We're winning elections where we didn't think we would. They can gerrymander all they want and do all these things, and we need to fight back. They can try to cheat, but this isn't really about the Democrats and the Republicans. It is about saving America, and they are trying to tear us apart, and we, the people, are going to take it back. I mean, it's quite extraordinary what's going on. I would say we're not in a physical, with guns on the street. Well, we do have guns and military on the street. We're not yet in a full-blown war, but we are in a war of power. Certainly, we've been in an information war for a long time. But how will it, things may kind of blow up and get before they get better, because this president is not just going to leave. What they're saying what we need to do is keep up our work on yourself, work to keep your family and your community secure, do what you need to do to take care of yourself, okay? And show up for your country. What you did in this time is going to go into the history of who you are, you know? Okay, so let's answer some of your questions here, but really, really remember to get rest and take care of yourself, to take time off, because then you'll be rejuvenated, you know. A lot of people have been telling me, you know, about exhaustion, about heart palpitations, about difficulty, you know, you may need to get checked by a doctor, you may need to change your diet. It's just, I have a healing class that I'm doing September 6th. That's on my website, so check that out. For healing and bringing peace and harmony, healing pets. Okay, let's healing our chakras, which affect our physical body. We're going through a very physical time. It's like we're in our country, or the world is in an abusive relationship. And we have to set boundaries. We have to start taking steps, and we will. And it's always the most dangerous when you're trying to get out of it. Okay, so let's answer some questions here. Will DJT be charged with treason? I think I've looked at this before, but let's pull the cards. Just the people who are propping him up, they know better. His brain is a lot toast, and he's so narcissistic, and he's not going to turn himself in or walk away. He'll, you know, however he goes down, it's not going to be because he decides, gee, I don't think I can handle it, or maybe someone could do a better job and I care about America. That's not going to happen. He may have to be taken out somehow, one way or another, but this is all for entertainment purposes only. These are just my intuitions. I'm going to spray a little sage. Make sure you sage your home and yourself, because this energy is just, you know, take a shower before bed or a bath. Better yet, take a bath in a cup or more of sea salt. That'll really help to clear the negative energy. And do your breathing exercises. I have, I'm going to be doing another breathing video. All right. Green tea, yummy. Okay. So will he be tried for treason? DT, will he be tried for treason? It's the Supreme Court that's, and the Supreme Court and this Congress are useless, and his cabinet is, you know, they're complicit or committing the crimes with him. Will he be tried for treason? You know, if he lives that long. Oh, here we are. I think we're working on this. People are looking at this. Yeah. The law is coming in. Wow. It could happen sooner. Well, that's the fear. People want it to happen soon. His power is in the past. Here's lawmakers. This might be Newsom and lawmakers, governors coming in. There yeah, treason with the country starting with R. I did a video. It sounded crazy, and I don't really want to get into it here because it sounds wild. But I was watching the CIA in this video. I can't remember where I found it, so I can't tell you where it is. But my guides show me what they want me to watch. But they were saying how they think that the leader or the body double that came into Alaska, country starting with an R, name starting with P, that when he came to meet DT in Alaska, that they think that he might have they wouldn't have let him get in the American vehicle because he's CIA. I mean, he's in Russian intelligence probably planted a bug in there, and they'd like to look for that. They would look for that. But my guide showed me it's not in the car, it's in his body. With doing the handshake. They have, I mean, I know that sounds crazy. I'm like, when my guides told me that, I'm like, I'm not going to say that. I can't say that. That sounds crazy. But there's new technology that's out there that we don't know about. Okay. So believe it or not, I clearly there's I mean, come on. You don't even need to be a psychic to think, like, would they bug us? Gee, I wonder. They did something. And it's kind of like they're trying to program him to destroy America. So treason with the country starting with R. That'd be a yes. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, this is treacherous. Who could happen faster than we think? The Democrats. Our emotions are telling the truth. Okay, here's the outcome. He's going to have to fight. It's not solid. Like, yeah, definitely that's going to happen. He may not even be here, but we are fighting him. We are standing up to him. I don't know. I don't know. These cards would be more of a yes than a no. If he lives that long. Okay, so, all right. Another question I have, will Kilmar Brego Garcia be sent to Uganda? I've done some readings on him before, and I saw him having to wait in El Salvador, and then he would be coming back. So that did happen. These things are like, trying to read them in this energy is really crazy because it's just like, it's like being on a roller coaster ride. The government doesn't even know what they're doing. We don't have any really set policies. Everything's changing and falling apart. So it's hard to like go, okay, here's what normally happens. We don't know that. But let's look at him. We can look at the energy. Is he going to Uganda? I don't believe he's a criminal or a smuggler. I think he's just some guy that, yeah, I think he had a wrong ID or gave someone a ride or something, but he's not a criminal. He's not a human trafficker. He's nothing. He's just, I mean, he's a father. He is something. He's a father. He's a husband. And he's now become a symbol of immigrants in this country and how they're being treated. So let's look at, will he be deported to Uganda? Because I saw that the family is going to be able to sue this government, and that they would win, even if he's not here. That's what I saw that before, for doing this to them. Okay, so treachery, treason. They're committing treason. This was illegal what they did to him. My camera's blurry, sorry. There's a lot of psychic energy in my work, so sometimes the camera, he has a lot of family members around him on the other side, around these kids and his wife. Sorry, I'm trying to focus the camera by putting my hand and then moving it away slowly so it can focus in. Come on. Okay, come on. See if it can focus in. I might have to move closer. Yeah, I'm not like a big TV show with, I've ordered like 3 different cameras, but it happens to me because I'm psychic and there's a lot of energy here. There we go. That. Let's see if it clears up. That's a little better. Okay, so treason. So this has to do with money. Huh. Like, if you have money, you can buy yourself out of anything in this country. He's in such grief, such loss for him to have his life taken away, and his home and family and children are in the past. The messaging, this can help him. We need to keep talking about this. Oh, this is good. Looks like people are coming in, the angel of temperance is coming in the near future. This is the balancing act, the legal documents, the information, rushing forward to save him. I feel like that's the lawyer. The fear is that this will happen. No, I'm going to say not Uganda. I'm going to say, because this is just cruelty. They just feed off of being cruel to people. They're really mentally disturbed. So this will be a no. I'm going to say no. Something's going to step in. He might be deported somewhere. And then let's just ask, is he going to be deported somewhere else out of the United States? Yeah, I feel like he's going to go somewhere. Sorry. But I don't feel like it's going to be Uganda. I feel like they work a better deal or something. But will the family sue for money? Yeah, they're going to get some money. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's good news. And you can pray for him. That helps. Okay. So if JD Vance becomes the president, would he keep the same cabinet? Like, would he kind of be the same? Let's ask that. Like, how would he be as a president? Would he keep the same people? I feel like some of them would leave. Would he keep Pam Bondi? She's horrible. Yeah. Would he keep Kristi Noem? Huh. That'd be a heavy lift. Would he keep Stephen Miller? Oh no. Stephen Miller's one of the worst ones. He's the one giving the orders behind the scenes. He's one of the worst. So I feel like let's ask if they would follow the same 2025 playbook and the same, trying to take over everything, sending military. He's still going to cheat. He's still going to be about big business. But is he going to how will his it'll be a lame duck, but how would his presidency be if he gets in there for a year or two? Stolen. Can he steal it? He's licking his chops. He wants to steal it. Oh, the agreement he made. There's an agreement. He was put in there. DT didn't pick him. This was a money decision by big money people. Looking for someone different to fight. He wants, feels like he's fighting. People hate him, fighting to get in there. He really wants it. They're going to be celebrating. He's going to be celebrating. Well, some of the cabinet he'll keep. There will be some fighting, okay? Basically, he's going to be more emotionally balanced and put out some offers. That's a fear that he would be worse or hurt the immigrants more. It's going to be a heavy lift for him. People don't like him. He's hoping that he can make anew. This is not a major arcana card. Basically, he's going to be kind of the same, but much not as bad. He's going to make offers to people rather than tell everybody what to do, which is, I guess, a little better. But people just can't stand him. And I wonder if he gets in there. Let's ask if he'll be impeached, because the Democrats are going to be in there. If they impeach one, maybe they'll impeach him too, because he's really, let's ask, if JD becomes president, will he be impeached? Show me his presidency. Would he be impeached? If JD becomes president, will he be impeached? Yeah, people want to. He's going to try to cover stuff up. The decision, it hasn't been made yet. The old president is gone, so a lot of stuff will go away. A lot of the bad stuff. They'll still be fighting, like, can we get behind this guy? Can we impeach him? Can we impeach him? Ooh, that's probably a yes. In the near, when he first gets in, yeah, it's about money. People, he has money backers. They're going to try to, oh, there's a lot of fear because we get rid of one, might as well. Yeah, we got rid of that one, the GT one. Oh yeah, he's going to be impeached too. He's not going to be there. Talk about a lame duck. He might, they're going to throw him out on his AASS. Yeah, once the Democrats get in there. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just be ready for the midterms. This is going to be the fight of all times, and they'll do anything. Okay. And we have to be ready to do anything. And I don't know if people really are aware of that. Because look, they already did January 6th. They're putting military in the streets. And so I think we're going to win, but it's going to be a battle royale in the courts. And oh, I feel like let's look at the midterms, but let's see, do we have time? I have a few more minutes here. I have okay, somebody's asking about her son in the Air Force. I want you to, he hasn't been deployed yet or something. I want you to pray for your son. If you have a person, any family members, always pray for them. Pray that he not be deployed or that he be deployed at the right time, that he be protected. So I'm not really sure. I don't have his name. I'm just going to pull 3 cards for your son here. I know this is a personal question. This is a political video, but because he's in the service, I want to help you out here. It'd be better, you know, if I had his name, because I'm not, but let's ask, what's your, hey, come back. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, Traveler, JW. Okay. How will her son be? Is he going to be safe? Is he, I can't tell. Is he going to make it through this? Yeah, he's going to be okay. His basic safety is okay. This is the military. Something could happen quickly, and he'll be making money and gaining, you know, credibility because he can say I was in the service when he leaves, but he's going to get out of there okay. I don't know, like if this says he might be deployed somewhere quickly. Yeah, and I really feel for you because you don't want to follow what you're being told to do. It's illegal or something. That's pretty crazy. But I feel like he's going to come out okay. So, and the will people that DT extorted get their money back? Well, some of them. I mean, which ones? He's been extorting people for decades. So I don't know. I mean, during this presidency, like who did he extort? In this, I mean, I know he did, but he's like, you know, destroying small companies with the tariffs. Getting people fired, doing political persecutions. I don't know. That's really a broad question, so I don't really know how. Let's just ask, will he have to pay money to people before, while he's still here, before he croaks, will they get, because I'm getting it'll go to his estate and then his estate. I feel like Eric and Laura might get a large amount of the money. I feel like Donald Trump Jr. is mostly a drug addict, and he's really ineffective and kind of nuts and doesn't really, he's like worse than managing things than his father, if that's possible. So I feel like Ivanka will have good money, but they have other money. But whatever is left of the estates and the properties that get sold, will probably go to pay some people off, like E. Jean Carroll. That's what I'm picking up from that question. But let's just pull 3 cards. Will he have to pay back? Yeah. Oh, yes. They're saying yes. Yes. People will have victory against him. Yes, they are going to pay, and happy. They're going to be happy because he's going to have to pay some money back. Let me see if I can do a few more questions here. I'm kind of a time thing here. Let's see. If you ask a question, between now, well, I'll be answering, I'll post for Monday questions on my community page. Oh, so this is funny. Were DT and Epstein ever lovers together? Like, were they gay? I feel like Epstein is. He'd pretty much do anything. But were they ever sexual together? Huh. I don't feel like it. I feel like they might have shared women or been at orgies, but as far as those two, I know that would be very salacious, and I don't know about him and his daughter. Did he molest his daughter? Did he molest Ivanka? Did DT ever have sex with Ivanka? I feel like he would if he could. If he could, he would have. But there were some lines that were not crossed. But it's like looking and touching. If you have like dirty intention and you're looking at a child going, oh, like that child could feel that. That's a type of, that child does not feel safe. They feel like an object. They feel sexualized. It is a really, it's not as bad as actually doing it, but it's bad. And I feel like that's what he did. He even talked about her in sexualized ways. He said, you know, I feel like he could, if he could, he would have in other times or places. And he gave her nasty messages about herself and said gross things. And might have tried to dabble in some kind of touching or, ooh, give me a kiss or something like that, gross. But I don't feel like he actually did the whole shebang here. And she's very disturbed emotionally from him, just in everything that he's done. But she is buying stuff. But I feel like if she ever got away from him, or if she ever has time to really look at her life and see what happened, that deep inside someday she might do that and look back and realize she was terrified of him in some ways, even though he idolized her. It's a really weird relationship. Oh, will people be able to order medications from overseas? Here's a lady who needs her asthma inhaler that she gets at a good price overseas. Will people still be able to order medications overseas from what country? I don't see the name of the country. Will people be able to order their medications inexpensively from other countries still? I feel like you will, especially when he's gone. You might want to stock up. Well, you can do it now. You might have to write your congressperson. There could be some kind of legal battle about this. But drug companies have big money. They want to sell stuff wherever country they're in. But I feel like this is a yes that you will. So You know, you can't take a tarot card reader or a psychic as the final word, because even a doctor or lawyer could be wrong. The only person who's right all the time is God. I'm not God. So, but I hope this makes you feel a little bit better, like you can relax, but you should always be, act as if the physical world is real, because we live in a physical world, and order up if you can. Order some extra so you have it in case there's a glitch and problems, because that says there could be a glitch. Okay. But generally you'll probably be able, you will be able, once, especially once he's gone, you will be able to. All right. Please subscribe to my videos. I'm working on getting 18,000 subscribers. Like and share. I really appreciate you. Check out my spiritual videos that come out on Thursdays, and my new channel at Sybil Harmony Healing, and subscribe over there. It helps to support me. I really appreciate you, all your wonderful comments and questions. And later today, I'll try to put up something where you can post more questions. Sending you so much love. Bye for now.